The world was full, yet starving. Cities stood tall, but hollow. The rich wept in silence while the poor wept aloud. This wasn't just an economic crash. This was a reckoning. And one man saw it all, long before it began. Before we continue, if you're loving the content and want to take things to the next level, why not consider joining the channel? As a member, you'll unlock some seriously awesome perks. We're talking exclusive badges, emojis to flex in the comments, sneak peeks of upcoming videos, and even special shoutouts during the show. Plus, you'll be directly supporting the channel so I can keep bringing you the best content possible. Just hit that join button below and take your seat among the legends. And hey, if you're not ready to join, no worries. Your likes, comments, and shares still mean the world to me. Thanks for being here and know that you are appreciated. Now let's continue with the video. Siener van Rensburg was not an economist. He was a seer, a prophetic voice whose visions have echoed louder with every crisis. And one of his most terrifying visions? I saw people, black, white, rich, poor, standing in lines. They held worthless money begging for bread, but there was none to give. It wasn't just about poverty. It was about a complete collapse of value. People who once lived in comfort were now crawling for crumbs. This wasn't limited to South Africa. He spoke of Europe in ruin, even America drowning in chaos. Siener described money burning like paper in a fire. People rushed to banks only to find them sealed shut. ATMs stopped working. Governments could do nothing. He didn't name currencies, but he saw the death of fiat systems, a world where digital digits and printed notes could no longer buy bread. Could this be a prophetic glimpse into the collapse of the US dollar as global reserve? Or maybe the fall of the Eurozone? Even the worthlessness of the South African rand? They had money, but it was as if they held dust. Modern economies are held together by trust in institutions, central banks, Wall Street, the IMF. But Siener foresaw a moment when that trust would snap. Banks would fall, not rise. The powerful would beg, and no one would come. I saw men in suits, powerful men, crying at the doors of their own temples of gold. In 2008, the world saw the banks nearly fall, but they were bailed out. Siener saw a time when they would not be saved. No one would be. And now, halfway across the world, Siener's vision seems to unfold. In China, the world's factory, videos are now emerging of closed factories, canceled orders, and abandoned manufacturing zones. Workers are laid off, machines are silent, streets are empty. China, once seen as unstoppable, is stalling. Temu, TikTok, and other tools are being weaponized not just for commerce, but for propaganda. There are even claims of them being used to incite economic unrest in the West. Yet nothing can stop the collapse already brewing within. Today, elites speak of the Great Reset, a new economy, digital currencies, central bank control. But Siener foresaw that this solution would be a trap. I saw the people cheering until the chains were fastened. He saw a system of control, not freedom. A world where people could only buy or sell if they submitted to the new order. A cashless, surveilled, and completely controlled society. Sound familiar? Siener didn't just warn of the world. He spoke of South Africa's collapse in detail. The rand collapses, farmers in distress, widespread hunger, political betrayal, and civil chaos. But from this trial, a new republic would rise, a Boer nation, free and faithful, blessed by God himself. The suffering will be long, but it will purify the nation like gold in fire. Siener's visions aligned with biblical prophecy. Nations judged, Babylon falling, the merchants of the earth weeping as their wealth vanishes in a single hour. He described, France in chaos, Britain in decline, and America burning from within. The world will look rich, but rot beneath, and it will be struck down. And now, as inflation surges, currencies shake, and food becomes scarce, his visions feel terrifyingly near. This isn't fear, this is forewarning. Siener didn't call for panic, he called for faith. Preparation, repentance, unity. Because after the collapse comes restoration. Those who trust in governments, banks, and empires will fall with them. But those who trust in God and prepare wisely will rise. Don't wait for the headlines. Siener's prophecy is happening. Share this now. Speak truth. Warn others. The shaking has begun. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.